Soundtrack.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. So a moment now to see the story for Kristaps Porzingis.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Butler and Draymond are the 3 and the 4. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, BA, you got 2 patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach is drawn up for them. Here we go. Trusting in
Golden
ball
State
movement
versus
to
Gilas,
find
mga
their
tol.
shots is the key.
Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Curry. So it's the Warriors now. Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And this is where Butler wants to attack you. Ground zero.
Here's Ramos. Melton covers. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a
Nice
jump
tap
ball
si
here.
Ramos.
To the wing, right side. Brownlee. Butler covering. 4 on the clock. Pass to Ramos. Curry with a steal. In transition, here come the Warriors.
The high activity on defense from Curry. Excellent job poking the ball away.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's Ramos. Over to the wing. Lets the 3 fly.
Nice one, Gomez.
Connects from downtown.
Gomez
And that's what they
Deliano.
want to do. Get him open looks early.
Unang tres para kay Gomez, JGDL.
Outside Curry. Uses the glass on the layup.
With his touch, Curry can beat you from inside as easily as he can outside.
And there's really no debate, Richard, and hasn't been for some time. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter the game has ever known.
Yeah, that's breaking news, but let's be honest. He is one of one. He is on the Mount Rushmore of players that have changed the game.
Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Melton.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach.
Ako,
On the
nagsisimula
topic
na
of
si Curry.
Coach said, it's like playing a game of tag. He continued, we had our wings chase our guards around in practice, and everyone is on notice. We all know how good he can be. The important
Awian
thing
mo,
is
Gomez.
to not take any
Bang!
plays off. Just stay sharp, or he'll remind us that's
Okay, thanks, Allie. Three shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Down low.
Uy.
And stolen by Melton. Well, the defender's
Uy, reaching
stopping the
foul.
developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
Naku po,
A chance
nag-transition
to
take
catch
si
up on some
Gomez.
numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brownlee. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
And the Warriors miss again. Gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Let's go from the wing. Rebounded by Butler. The Warriors
Unang
lead
shot
by
ni
4.
Jamie sablay.
Green finds Butler. Puts up a deep 3.
Layo na nag-deep 3 putik.
And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Trailblazers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for this home ball club, they're a
Boom sa
proven
pool ni
top
Kai.
5 team. Down the
Pool
home
ni Kai
stretch, their
Soto.
goal is just to refine things. I like their chances in the playoffs.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Najimski's checked in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Green. Yet to see a basket. Right side Curry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Brownlee.
Nice one,
And he
JB.
wills that one in,
Long two
sinking
for
it
JB.
right through the back of the iron.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Butler passes to Green. Inside.
Sa pool ni Kai. Kaso nakuha yung rebound, sayang. Sa pool eh.
Here's Ramos. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. To the inside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden State. 3-point lead. Last time they met was in the Bay Area.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And these are the teams that have been threats from beyond the arc since the All-Star break.
As the season has gone on, the ball has gone in more and more. You like the trend, and they're in a terrific rhythm offensively.
Santos has checked in for Kristaps Porzingis.
And I like seeing Green go up for that flush, showing how powerful he can be.
Kaya bawasan natin yung replay. Ang daming replay eh.
Brownlee. Chalk
Yun,
up two
strong
there.
finish by
If you
JB.
give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Warriors lead by 3. Now here's Butler. Here's the 3. And there's Curry on the assist by Butler.
Grabe yung quick release ni Curry talaga.
Adds to their lead.
Time
They've
out
been able
tayo.
to rely on
Palit tayo
him
lineup.
all night.
The home team calls timeout.
Pasok natin si KQ as point guard. Babantayin natin kay Curry. Tapos si Natiron, Jordan Clarkson, AJ Edu, and Troy Rosario.
Porzingis is checked in for Green.
Substitution on the court.
Kailangan kay Curry
A minute
malaki
42
bantay eh.
left in the opening quarter. Back to Clarkson.
Oh pucha, natapik.
6 to shoot. Pass to MP. Porzingis grabs the board.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And here's Butler. Now Pajimski from the arc. Another three for Golden
Kala ko
State.
alley-oop, tres
Getting out
pala
to a
yun.
nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
55 seconds
Thank
left to
you,
play in the first.
Bam.
He buried it from three.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take
isa
better
pa.
rim protection to get the time out of this hole.
Rise and fire away. This is Clarkson's attitude as soon as he catches the rock.
Outside Butler, 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Uy,
Back to Curry.
Curry,
Launches
sabi
a
na.
three.
Oo,
Good. And
tsaka
Butler gets
contested
the
pero
assist.
pasok pa din.
Curry's got 17 points.
Talk about putting a team on
Tinaasan
your
na ng
back.
kamay ni
He has
ano
been
eh.
dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
MP no good.
Ni Clarkson, nakatira pa din ng dress si ano.
Here's Santos. Left side Porzingis. Baseline try. And the Warriors tack on two more.
Grabe,
They
10.
played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive.
Stephen Curry getting it done for the Golden State Warriors. He's
What's
found
up,
his
what's up,
range,
mga
hitting
tol?
3
Salamat
triples
sa
in the quarter.
pagtambay. Uy.
We're coming right back. Don't go
Arjun,
anywhere.
salamat men sa likes.
Great to have you with us. Second
Tap, tap,
quarter
tap
of
lang tayo, mga
basketball.
tol, habang
This game
nanonood.
has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time
Like,
left in
share,
this
and
one.
follow.
Now, what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transitions.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So he hits one of two from the stripe. From a mid-major school to a first-round pick, Wisconsin native Brandon Pajimski has had quite the rise, RJ.
Yeah, finishes top 5 in Rookie of the Year voting in 2024. Paz gives you a little bit of everything on the floor. Great rebounder for his size also.
So on the floor for Golden State, Brandon Pajimski out there with Moody. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Gary Payton II. And it's Santos
Nice contest.
in at power forward.
Gotta
By
applaud the
KQ.
defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Ooh, nice drive,
Bustling it
man.
home, MP.
What a
Nice
finish
drive by
MP.
Naki
He just
ron.
finds a way to convert through contact.
The Warriors lead by 7. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughing stock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship. Period." Brian, back to you.
All right, thank you, Allie. Pass to MP. The three ball.
Naku po.
Again, MP missing.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
Right side, Pajimski. Outside, Moody. Here's Santos. Porzingis in the post. Oh, Porzingis getting it
Kain si
done
AJ
inside.
Edu.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
We've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Payton against MP. The rebound by Payton. The Warriors lead by 11. Pass to Pajimski. Outside Moody. Now here's Porzingis.
Nice one, nice
Oh, he got
Troy.
him with a pump fake, but he couldn't
Nice
finish.
defense by Troy Rosario.
Gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Here's Clarkson. MP outside.
Uy, nice fake, idol.
Slam
Boom!
by MP.
The defense is making it
Ganda ng
too
fake.
easy for MP. When you let him get this close,
Kaya
he will
lamang pa rin
finish it
ay lugi pa din tayo ng
all
siyam.
night long.
Pasok natin ngayon si Balti. Si Balti
And
lang.
some changes here for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Payton, and it's Melton in for Moody.
Dapat pala pinasok ko
And
muna
about
si
3 minutes
RJ
played
habang
now in
wala
the
si
second
Curry.
quarter. The three is up. Butler. Perfect timing from
Teka, timeout
Butler
tayo.
there.
And some extra effort from Butler on the glass. He
Mapapagod
wasn't
si
going to quit on
KQ
that
eh.
possession.
The home team calls timeout.
RJ Barrientos muna tayo sa BPC.
Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You take a look at the home team. They're currently in 4th place, a solid spot to be in late in the year. And checking out the Warriors, currently a ways below. Pass to MP. Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort.
Nice
And he
one,
takes it up
AJ
and
Edu.
lays it in.
They're punishing
Takas
those
sa
late
ilalim.
defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Now Butler. And we've seen numerous near contenders go all in on trades. But it
Ganda ng
doesn't always
contest ni
work out
Edu.
that way.
No, especially lately. I can think of 3 or 4 different deals. They didn't pan out quite the way the teams had hoped.
Here's
Iwan.
MP.
Iwan ni
Down
Nati
low,
Ron.
MP drops it in.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Outside Butler. Puts up a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. Got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And that one's good. Clarkson.
They're finding ways to get
Ano,
the
lima na
ball
lang.
to the paint. 5 consecutive.
To the paint. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. On the wing, Clarkson. Takes the 3.
RJ!
Nails it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Back to Butler. Off
Nice
with the layup.
contest.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to
Putik na
shoot
yan na
himself
steal.
out of the slump.
Ooh!
And he's
What's
going
up,
to the line for
Edu?
2. The official saw contact
What's
while
up,
he was
Ben? What's
going
up,
up.
R? Grabe tol, gising ka
Playing
pa.
with passion. Butler is never scared of a challenge. A wing who battles inside.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Balik natin si Kai Soto.
And the Warriors make some changes. Al Horford's checked in
bumalik
for
na si
Kristaps
Curry.
Porzingis. Moody comes in
Sige
for
bro,
Santos.
sige lang. Tambay ka
And
lang
it's
dyan.
Curry in for Pajemski. Richard, tough as
Salamat.
nails. Jimmy Butler always takes the fight head on.
And lifts his team when it matters most. And look, he's not for everybody, but look, if it's about winning, he's exactly who you want on your side.
Right wing. This one for 3.
Bang!
And the three-point goes. 6 points for him.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Moody.
Yes bro, ako si Nati Ron. Nilagay ko yung ano
Outside
pa yung
Curry.
player ko.
For 3. There he is. The three-point king delivers on cue.
It's turned into a
Mahirap
showdown
pa din,
here.
men. Actually, pag pinagsabay mo si JP tsaka si JC,
He says, I
medyo
see your
inefficient.
three and I'll raise you another 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Yo, Dustin, what's up?
Clarkson outside.
Oh,
And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
inaabot pa si Kai.
They've led by as many as 11. Out to Horford. Three-pointer. Clarkson grabs a miss. Gone 2
BPC,
of 3
takbo.
from beyond the arc so far in the second. MP inside. Moody defends. MP no good.
Pilit yung tira ni
The
Nati Ron.
Warriors lead by 6. Curry passes to Horford. And here they come. Here's MP. Well
Nice
timed
one.
pass, and he goes straight to the bucket
Apat
for
na
the
lang,
layup.
nice pass break.
MP's got 10.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
And here's Curry. 20 points
Uy,
for him.
putik.
And Horford powers it home.
bringing the heat. Horford goes for the rim with real intensity.
May iba pa ba akong ginagamit na camera aside sa
On the wing,
broadcast?
Clarkson.
Okay, men.
Pass to MP. For three.
Ayun!
And Clarkson with the three. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
As the deep shots continue to fall,
Ganda nung
you can
tira ni
sense the
JC.
frustration growing among these defenders.
Here's Curry. Curry creates inside.
Oh, you got to feel for the defense. I've been on the other side of the Curry flurry, and I still have PTSD.
MP outside. There's 18 seconds left in the
Kanina pa
second
si
period.
Nateron
He
sumasablay.
missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Here's Butler. Butler soars in to cap off the break.
At least
This
pito
is
na lang,
why
no?
you must stay in front of Butler. When he's leaking out like this, he's focused on scoring.
Clarkson, right side. Shoots over Melton. Off target from the baseline.
Okay, at least
And
pito
so
na lang.
it's the Golden State Warriors. Closing out
Paano
this
mo na
quarter
download
with a
yan?
7-point
Roster
lead.
sa ano
What
mga
has
tol?
them in
Yung
front
game
right
is
now,
NBA
by and large,
2K26.
they're taking
Tapos
great shots.
may
And
NBA
Allie LaForce has something for us on
2K
the
scenario
sideline.
share.
Hey, Allie.
Thank you. Well, Coach
Tapos
Kerr,
ito
what did you
yung
like about
content
the way
ID,
your guys
mga
have started
idol.
this game off?
Well, I like the way we
Papa Dwight
defended
for
without
RJ.
fouling, so we could
Actually,
get our
yung
flow.
itatapat
And,
natin kay
guys just
Curry
came
si,
in and
si
made some
KQ
big ones
kasi
on
kailangan
offense.
malaki.
The defense
Gawa
was
ka
disciplined.
Biblia.
Thanks,
Sige bro,
Coach.
sige, kagawa tayo yan.
Allie, as always, thank you.
Follow ka na lang
We'll
din
be
para
right back
makita
to
mo.
begin the third
Thank you.
quarter right after this.
How Philippine roster. Ayun, nasabi ko na kanina tol. Walang PC. Meron siguro bro, pero hindi itong ginagamit ko. Try mo mag-check sa ibang nagla-live kung anong ginagamit nila.
Big fella, you've won a few
Kasi
of
itong
these
roster
back in the
comment,
day,
ano
haven't you?
PS5
Yeah,
only.
too many to count. No,
Anong
just
2K?
focus on what we
2K26
handle
tol.
this of the week.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight. Bit of a tough start for the
Pasok
home
natin
team.
si KQ.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you.
Angas sana kung barangay roster. Meron din ako tol. Barangay Ginebra. PBA Governors Cup meron tayo.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of
Sila
assists for him.
Bostoyo.
And it's a role we don't always
Ayun ang wala
see
ako.
him in. But he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And Curry's got the ball here for Golden
Uy, salamat sa follow mga tol.
differential. You know, Richard, the Warriors have the third most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, and two of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors.
Dikit kay Curry.
First NBA championship back in
Puro tinira ka ng step
47.
back.
And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But
Yo,
most
Nike,
people know
grabe itong mga
about their rings from the last decade or so
persistent
in these
viewers
titles.
natin. No, gising pa
And for
hanggang ngayon.
Golden State, Butler and Draymond with the 3 and the 4.
Iwan si
Stephen
Curry.
Curry is out there with the Anthony
Iwan,
Melton.
pati pamilya.
And it's Porzingis in at the 5, down low.
Yes bro, always tayong naka-live mga tol.
Outside,
Uy,
Green.
almost everyday.
And he jams it home with authority.
Like you,
Pero syempre minsan nagpapahinga din tayo.
Hey man, you gotta have a little swagger to pull off a slam
Minsan
like
pag
that.
napapagod din tayo,
Thanks to the
nagpapahinga
AT&T
din naman.
Connected Cam for the up close and personal view of that slam. On the wing, Clarkson. Melton covers. And it's Clarkson missing. The Warriors lead by 9. Curry with it. He's got 24. Melton outside. Hey, puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Timeout.
Melton's got 7 points in the game.
Dito
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
The home
Pasok
team
na natin
calls
si
timeout.
Brownlee. Tsaka si Tamayo.
And with a break here, let's look at the best free throw shooters in this year's rookie
Tapos
class.
na All-Star. Oh,
MP,
pre,
number
tapos
1.
na.
This is a guy that you don't want to send to the line. It's that easy. Because his level of comfort and
Parang
confidence
nilaro
from
ko
the
siya last
stripe
time.
is sky high.
And there's a pick to the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Big time throwdown.
Ano kayo, no?
Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, well, Draymond Green
Grabe
is
talaga
getting
si
serious
Curry.
in the weight room. He said, one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Back to you, BA.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in
Actually,
the rhythm on the
hindi
offense
naman ako
right now.
minamala sa shooting tsaka sa mga scoring.
Here's Butler.
Talagang,
Kick out, Curry.
talagang puro tres lang si Curry.
Fires the three. That shot off.
And that's their
Doon
first
ako
miss
nabaon
after
sa
hitting
kakatres
4 in
ni
a row to
Curry.
start the half.
Out to the right wing. Brownlee. Green covering. To the inside. And the dunk to finish it off.
Salamat,
Beauty.
Jessica Biso sa follow. Welcome,
No reason
welcome.
to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Eh, okay naman yung scoring natin eh. Talagang ang dami lang tres ni Curry kaya ako nababaon.
Porzingis up top. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Kai Soto. Yes bro, Kai Soto.
Porzingis with the length.
Kai Soto na naka-dreadlocks na. Ay, ano nga tawag sa ganyang buhok?
MP scanning the floor. The Warriors pull it in.
Ano ba, 2K26.
Outside Butler. Left side Green. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession.
Natapik ni Kai.
He clipped the ball there, but
PC
not
hindi
enough
bro,
to nab the steal.
PS5.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Butler. Comes up empty down low. Gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Well, when you think about all the miles Jimmy Butler has on his legs now, how many more does he have
JB.
left, Rick?
Well, he's been shouldering the load for a long
PS4
time.
kuya, kaya ba yan?
Separates him from the
Hindi
pack
bro eh.
is his sheer will and his IQ. So he might just surprise us a little.
Curry's shot
Sa
is
wakas,
off.
inalat din si
And he
Curry.
almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Butler with a steal.
Putik. Dapat kay Tamayo siya
Here we go,
napasa eh.
one-on-one.
Number 33.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout.
Si
He might have
KQ
seen
man,
something he needs to review
tinatapat
with
ko
his
kasi
guys.
kay Curry kasi kailangan ko ng malaki. Kasi pag binantay ko si Lianyo tsaka si Barrientos or si Dwight, kinakain eh. Balik na natin si Clarkson.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Sulitin natin si Clarkson.
High post Green. Pass to Porzingis. And
Oh,
count
ja-
that. 2 points and a
And
chance
one.
for one more at the line.
Naka-season tayo ayu eh.
Kristaps takes the foul and still gets the bucket.
And a moment to check out the
Mga
scoring
NBA teams
breakdown
lang.
for
Hindi
the
siya
Warriors.
available sa Play Now.
They're moving the ball
Sa may
around
NBA
so
lang
well,
siya.
guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Brownlee. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 12. And here's Curry for 3.
Kala ko alley-oop.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting. So he'll
Putik,
take 2
fourth
free
personal
throws.
na si
And
Edu.
that's the other facet to his game. Porzingis forcing the issue
Tay-tay
inside,
dito, foul
making the
trouble.
defense make mistakes.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw good from Porzingis. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's
Pero
performance
okay lang
in
kasi
those
medyo
post-game
pasok
press
naman na tayo sa
conferences.
playoffs
But
3.
where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure
Yun na,
that I
inaalat na.
demanded the type of execution. That
Medyo
first
bumbo-flux na yung
always
shooting ko.
On the wing, Curry. Laid it in with a
Kala
nice
ko
touch
titira.
off the window. Curry's got 29.
What
GG
focus
tayo,
from Curry
GG.
on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
On the wing, Clarkson.
Bakit nasa
Just
gilid
5
si
on the clock.
Clarkson?
From downtown, buries it from 3. He has 6.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten him so far.
Pass to Butler. Now Green. Outside Curry. From deep. That shot, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half. Getting
Hindi
away
tayo
from
mga
taking a
single
bunch of
digit lang, no?
threes.
Laging double
Outside
digit yung
Butler.
lang.
Fires from the line. It doesn't go for him. Gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this
Uy,
half. Oh,
putik.
it's stolen by
Nakuha
Butler.
yung pasa kay Tamayo.
To the paint. Here's Pajemski and the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw
Naku
line.
po, 14
Yeah,
foul.
you never want to let shots at the
One
rim
more
go
foul.
uncontested.
Penalty
He
na.
shot 2 free throws in the game.
Ay, yung hindi
Made
hindi
one and
pwede
missed
pre
one.
kasi naka-season
And
ako.
Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Pasok natin si Dwight.
And the Warriors make some changes. Santos is checked in for Green. Payton comes in for Butler. And Moody is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Both shots good from the stripe. So it's the home team now. Down by 12. Here's Ramos, defended by Pajemski. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul of the game.
Andyan ba si PR?
59
Ano ibig mo
seconds left in
sabihin,
the
Tol?
third quarter. Back to Clarkson. The shot, no good. Nice D from Moody. Close in, Moses Moody.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Ah, wala
They're
men,
gonna do
wala.
a much better job of
Kaya
putting
hindi
a
ako
little bit of
familiar eh.
pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Clarkson outside.
Tapos mo
Pass to
nalabas.
Ramos. Launches it. Drills it from deep. He's got 9.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Pajemski. Softly
Binitbit
drops
yung
in the
bola.
floater. And the Warriors lead by 13.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer.
Mhm.
And no good.
Sayang.
Trying to get that one to fall.
Medyo naipit
Well,
si
through 3
Clarkson
quarters
dun.
of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters.
First team foul. Substitution for the Warriors. Number 11, Jeremiah Robinson.
Brownlee
Ay, sayang.
kept alive. Shot clock at 6. Keeps it alive.
Pati putmak sablay.
The Warriors lead by 13. And so in the game for the Warriors, DeAnthony Melton out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson Earl. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. It's rebounded by Golden State.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the right side. Out to the right wing.
Hindi makapasok si
defended by
JB eh.
Pajemski. Inside. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Apolinario?
Pass to Santos. Back to Pajemski.
Oh, kaya pa naman, kaya pa
He
yan.
might have blown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Clarkson against Melton. No good
Putik.
there. That would have cut it to single digits.
Na-transition take ng gigil.
First personal foul. First team foul.
One of the
Blocks.
toughest players in the
Ang gigil eh.
NBA. No doubt Butler's teammates love having him around.
Moody's
Transition
checked in
take
for the
foul.
Warriors. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Butler. That one doesn't drop. He's 4 for 10 from the field now. They set the pick. Driving in. Brownlee. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Butler on the wing. Outside
Moody,
Moody.
tumira.
Shot clock at 5. Moses Moody up
Timeout,
strong
timeout.
for the jam.
The all-around game of Butler. He's all about sharing the rock and getting his guys involved.
Langanin tayo.
The home team calls timeout. And the Warriors making a change here. Green is checked in. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Nilabas ko
Gone
din
2
si
for 7
Brownlee
from the
kasi
field here in the
pagod.
fourth. Not great. Now MP. Down low. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
Pinagpahinga ko ng
This
saglit.
has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Back to Butler. Takes a 3. The shot comes out.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Perez.
Yun!
And the pass is down inside single digits. Perez
Ito.
has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well,
Sino to,
Richard,
si Green?
Draymond Green credits you for giving him some important
Tablayan
advice as
Green.
a rookie.
I just encourage you to be himself and told him that he's going to have to live with techs and fines, because he is at his best when he is towing that line.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in
Walo,
for
no?
Pajemski.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a nice...
Perez with the bucket.
The execution has
CJ
been better
Perez.
lately. But do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And here's Curry for 3. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Ito na naman si Curry.
Green's got 4 assists now tonight. He's got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's MP. And he makes it on the layup.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Ang bihira talaga si Curry.
Melton outside. Here's Porzingis.
Impossible
Outside
shooter
Curry.
eh. Oh,
Fires
tsaka
the
yan na
3.
naman.
The triple drop.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Butler against MP.
happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Si Curry talaga problema ko mula kanina eh.
Butler against MP. Outside Green. Now Curry. Melton outside.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Puts up the tray. Oh, it's off.
Takbo.
Got 7 of 12 shots to drop in this fourth quarter. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He sinks the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
The Warriors lead by 4. Butler outside. 5 on the clock.
Uy,
The 10-footer. Oh,
nice
no
one.
good. He's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth.
Takbo.
1:10 left in the fourth. Here's the pick. And he powers it.
Nice.
One-handed.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
The Warriors shooting around 30%
Uy.
since the fourth quarter.
Oh, timeout.
Unreal.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
The home team calls timeout.
Brownlee, no? Pasok din natin si Edu. Sabay natin si Kai Soto at si Edu para talagang malaki. Big man lineup. Point guard natin si Nateron.
Here's MP.
Ay, pucha.
Butler rips down the board.
Bakit
And
sumabla
so
yun?
it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors.
Bakit
And
sumabla
an
yun?
intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Contested ba yun?
Melton outside. Now Curry. Porzingis with a screen on MP. Clock at 6. And the 3 misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
For 3.
Ay, pucha.
Another chance. And he cashes it in on the layup.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And now they
Okay,
decide to foul
ay, ito.
intentionally.
Pasok natin
Yeah,
si...
and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to
Pasok
foul
natin
right
si
there.
Clarkson.
You just don't want them to run out the clock.
At the line for 2.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
Here's Clarkson. Takes a 3. Bang! Downtown.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances.
Grabe to. Sana si Green. Kaso hindi naman magdadala ng bola si Green.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So the first one drops, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Timeout.
It's a 3-point game.
Doing all he can to
Some
give them
floppy
the
play.
edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
The home team calls timeout. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open,
Sinong
take it.
patitirahin natin?
It may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Napasok ko si RJ ah. Si RJ. Mas kabisado ko shot meter ni RJ eh.
Can they tie it?
Ay puta.
He's off from 3. And so it's the Warriors who
Si
come out on top
BPC.
here. Late victories, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really
Sayang.
should take this win to heart. When the
Libre.
pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Let's
Sakit.
send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Ano?
All right, thanks, Allie. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant
2016,
Hill,
hindi man,
Rick Jefferson and Allie
2026.
LaForce. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA.
Okay na sana, no? OT sana eh. Bucks kalaban next. Skip natin yung Bucks, medyo mababa yung rating. Boston. Oo nga si Perez, mas okay pa ata si Perez eh. Tala lang Boston.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action. on
Lakers yan. Nasa
2K
dulo na yung
Sports.
Lakers men eh.
This is Kevin
Kasi
Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony.
hindi ko na mababalik yung mga game pag
And we'll be
in-skip
hearing
ko na.
from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well.
Malapit na tayo mag-playoffs
Just
mga
a
tol.
quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months.
PC ba yan sir? Hindi men PS5.
For him,
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have
Dami
adjusted to
pwedeng
him, and he
pwedeng
hasn't been
better
able to
option
make
sana.
his
Kaya lang
own
kasi
adjustment.
kabisado ko kasi yung shot meter ni RJ. Medyo kinapos lang ako kasi buong game hindi ko siya ginagamit.
Sam Hauser. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 spot. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Meron merong Warriors offense. Yung triangle, di ko masyadong ginagamit. Ang gamit ko is point.
And that begins what should be a terrific battle between these teams.
Now here's Tatum, and he misses his first shot of the game. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his
Olats
career.
kanina, boss. Oo, men,
Last game
sayang.
for the Celtics, they pick up the win
Close game.
against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Sumabla yung last
Brown
3 ko.
outside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Tinatira natin si
Well, 1
BPC.
of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Ramos. He's covered by Brown. Ramos, that's good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's Tatum.
Lakas si Tatum.
Now on the scoring column with that bucket.
Kain si
1
Tamayo.
for 2 this game.
Nice little finish
Oo,
there.
men, grabe si Curry.
From
Kahit may
Tatum. He
bantay.
is so quick to get up
Alam mo ba
when he's
minatch up
near
ko
the rim.
kay Kerry si Tamayo? Ay, si
Here's
KQ.
Ramos. He's covered by Brown. And play stop.
Ay, naku, illegal screen. Tinulak ni Tamayo.
And with most of the season in the books, the power rankings have really taken shape.
Siniko ni Tamayo.
They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they're in solid position. I mean, that's a good thing this time of year. They're on that short list of title contenders. They're 1 of 4 here.
Buti naalat pa yung Boston sa shooting.
Get into a flow offensively.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Ramos.
Bang!
Ramos
Anong
has got his
console
second
gamit mo,
basket of the
Kois?
night.
Ano?
And I like
PS5
to see
tol.
this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now, here's Brown. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. To the right side.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Tatum, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. The shot will not fall.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
Boss, paano magkagilas sa
A more
2K26?
memorable dunk than that one.
And we
Sa
know he's
PS5 to,
capable
bro,
of those memorable ones. Brown outside. Outside Tatum.
Sa pool.
It's deflected.
Sa pool ka, boy. Dalawang screen ka pa.
I think we can officially say at GA the playoffs are looming in the not-too-distant future.
Yeah, and for most teams out there, there's still plenty of work to do. It's not just about qualifying.
Sino ba nasa
for the
lineup ngayon ng
postseason.
Sixers, man?
It's about getting a good
Hindi kasi
seed
ako updated
as well.
talaga sa
And
roster
so
ng
the
NBA.
timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's gonna have a discussion
John
on the
Mark, pre,
sideline.
baka meron namang ano dyan. Feeling ko naman may mga gumawa ng mod or roster para sa PC. Ang ano kasi, problema sa NBA 2K, yung may NBA na roster is hindi siya naka-crossplay tol. So kung sa PS5 ginawa yung roster, PS5 mo lang din siya magagamit.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Sam Hauser.
Actually yung roster ko, yung kinuha ko lang din yung mga created player sa iba. May gumawang iba, tapos pinagsama-sama ko sila.
Over the last month, that has been a
2K ano
big
yan, boss?
weapon for
2K26.
their offense. They have shot it really well from deep.
Alam ko meron ding gumawa ng ganito sa 2K25 eh.
Back to Brown.
No problem bro, welcome. Welcome lang.
And here's Vucevic. Off the run.
Sa pool.
On the clock. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Jaylen Brown, di ko kilala si Kelly Oubre. Oubre o Uber?
Celtics trail by 10.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Out to the wing. Brownlee sinks the triple.
Uy, salamat tol sa Heartbeat tsaka sa GG. Salamat mga pre.
Side. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Kinebra chan pa pala yung nakaset doon. Hindi ko pala napalitan ng Gilas.
Five to shoot. His first shot coming late. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics trail by 15.
Dapat Gilas chan Kelly. Palitan natin mamaya.
Now Vucevic. Busted. No good that time either. Brownlee, light covering for three. The rebound. rebound by the Celtics. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference
Wala
for
po
me
si Clarkson.
being
Nandito
the
men,
impact
nasa
they got
bench.
from their bench.
Down the stretch, the fresher team often makes the plays. That's the value of depth.
Pinag-alternate ko kasi na scorer si si Brownlee kaya si Clarkson. Kasi pag nagsabay yan at napagod sila pareho, wala akong scorer.
He's gonna make some adjustments to the game plan.
Nakagilas chant naman pala. Anong overall rate ni VJ Edgecombe? Ay, di ko sure men. Anong team yan? Eto na, papasok natin si Clarkson. Tsaka si KQ. Clarkson, KQ. Okay na yan.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference.
Sa video games lang talaga tayo ng Oo, men, ganun talaga eh. In real life, hindi talaga uubra sa Hindi talaga tayo uubra. Tanggapin na natin. Height pa lang mga tol.
1:31 left to play in the first quarter.
Iba talaga yung athleticism nila.
To the fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
What a great pass. It was on time and on target.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw tonight. The Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. 109 left to play in the first.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Topboard lang, masaya na. Uy, pag nakaka-topboard ka na dito, malakas ka na tumalon eh, no?
Here's Garza. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Actually, men, si Pahardo, hindi ko masyadong ginagamit. Ang bagal kasi ni Junmar.
Clarkson on the wing. Launches a 3. Right on target.
They've wasted
Hindi siya makasabay, men, sa mga modern na center. Naiiwan.
Down low. Here's Shireman. And he
Lahat nakababa na sa kabilang court. Si Pahardo, tatakbo pa lang.
Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Clarkson. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Part of what makes Clarkson a threat on every possession, he can do it inside, outside, anywhere on the floor.
Throw good. Clarkson. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Now here's Tatum.
Sige bro, sige, pwede. Lamang naman tayo eh.
26 points a game. Pass to Garza. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Garza's got 7.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Goes up off the inbound. That one's not going to go. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game.
Ito Mark, ano ba sa my NBA 2K scenario? 2K26 to brother.
Of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Ito, sige, pasok natin si Junmar.
welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to
Pagbigyan
play,
natin
but
si,
this one has been one-sided so far.
si pangalan
Guys, what's your
nito.
take on the home team so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
2K26, yes bro,
And here's Tatum.
2K26.
He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 13. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky.
Ito na mga brother si Pajardo.
Going in and stuck to what they do best.
They were so precise.
Wala rin si Ren sa bando.
They didn't make many mistakes on either end, and that took the crowd out of the game.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. They've got Jason Tatum. And it's Shireman in at the 2. Boston on D after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Shot clock at 6. Shoots it. Jason Tatum grabs the board.
Safe na ba po sa playoffs? So bro, medyo safe na tayo. Manalo lang tayo ng ilang games, okay na tayo sa playoffs. Fourth seed na ata eh.
From outside the arc. Goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Celtics passing it around. It's deflected.
Sa pool ni Junmar.
I have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. Celtics trail by 16. Keita, there's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Clarkson on the wing. The 3-ball. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Si Pajardo mag-aaliyop. Feeling ko hindi. Medyo mabagal eh.
Feeling it out a bit. Pass to Shireman. 5 on the clock. Here's Keita. That shot, no good. Gotten both of their
Malakas siya sa depensa, kaya lang ang bagal niya kasi talaga.
That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Sam Hauser.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's Brown. Inside, here's Keita. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's
JDL.
the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Babadsiyan naman si JDL. Kanina nakapasok si JDL.
Does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough.
Pagkano bili mo sa PS5? Dati men nasa 13K. Kaya nata nasa 14 eh.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's the triple.
Isa pa.
Free ball. He's got 9.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Richard with the ball. Nothing on the board. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up with Jalen Brunson and the New York Knicks.
And for that game against the Hawks, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said
malas ng Boston eh, no? Hindi pumapasok ng mga tres nila.
Back guy, I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. we have found that balance. Guys, back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. On defense, Boston. After the missed three from Derek White. Good.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor.
Mamaya, ipapakita naman yan mga mukha nila. Di masyadong kuha yung mukha ni RJ. Pero at least kuha yung sapatos na orange.
2 points on the layup.
Few better athletes in the
Lagi
league
siya
than Jaylen
naka-orange na
Brown, and
sapatos
he stays in attack mode.
Kobe ata yung sapatos ni RJ.
In the corner, it's Clarkson. That three off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Vucevic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Okay, timeout
And
tayo.
the instincts on the glass. Love how Vucevic tracks these misses down and then able to convert.
Tara si Gomez.
Tim Hauser's checked in for Tatum. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games.
Hello guys sa 90 viewers natin. Sa mga hindi pa nakafollow sa atin mga lodi, follow na mga dyan. Maraming salamat. Follow. Support. Thank you so much mga tol. Chris Newsam nandyan ba? Yes bro, nandito si Newsam.
As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player?
2K26, yes bro, 2K26.
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure.
Gawa ka play, wag puro ISO. Well, working naman eh.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the second quarter. To the paint, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up
Japet Aguilar, wala si
Got the
Japet.
ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Pass to White.
Uy, akala ko titira eh.
And the layup falls.
Tumalon si ano. Akala ko titira ng
And
tres.
guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Brownlee, he's covered by Brown. Nice fadeaway to get over the top. 12 points for him.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And finished off by Brown.
Big slam there.
Paano yung mod na yan?
Just dominating the rim.
Hindi siya mod pre-roster siya.
Brownlee, he's covered by Brown. For the three, Vucevic with the rebound. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Pass to White. Brown wide open, he fires. Top of the key jumper, no good. It'll count.
Sino pinakahayaw mong gamitin na player dyan?
So far, fairly one-sided.
Pinakahayaw? Siguro si Troy Rosario.
We'll be back right after halftime for the
Troy
start of the
Rosario
third
tsaka
quarter.
si
We'll see you in a bit.
Junmar. Hindi ko masyado ginagamit si Junmar eh. Si Kraken. Medyo mabagal kasi si Junmar dito. Pag naka 3 points si Justin Brownlee, sure, madali lang yan. Bakit tayo mo kay Troy? Mababa yung rating ni Troy dito eh.
Thanks for joining us,
78
everybody.
lang ata si Troy.
Uphill battles.
They say live by the three, die by the three. Right now, they are on life support.
Agreed. They're shooting their way right out of it.
And time now to swing it around. That'll do it for our show
June
tonight.
Marno ng
Thanks for
bagal. Cleman ba ko sa versus Casemiro? Newsam, sige, pasok natin si Newsam. Bigyan natin ng minutes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good.
Kaso mamaya, nakapasok si Brownlee.
To be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand.
Tatum.
Tatum, no
Malas si
good.
Tatum
And at this point, the defense is daring
Hindi
him to
makashoot
shoot.
And for Boston, the guard pair. It's White and Brown.
Ayun.
Jason Tatum is out there, Vucevic.
Ayun
And
na
it's
pre,
Hauser
nag-dress
in
na
the
si
small
Brownlee.
forward position.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
15 points for
Just
Justin.
phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Out to the right wing. Right wing. Brownlee. Hauser defending. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. And no good. White with the defensive effort. Now here's Tatum. Tight defense on him. To the inside. And Vucevic throws it down.
And with his combination of power and skill, Vucevic is a magnet for and one.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for the Celtics, Nikola Vucevic at the line for one.
They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them
Sige pre, wait lang kay Newsam.
to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Down low. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Now here's Vucevic. He has
Sayang,
fun.
muntik na yun, no?
On the wing, Brown. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Not going to go that time. Here's Perez. Hauser defending. Takes the three. Perez can't get
Sayang,
it to go.
niluway, no?
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Boston again missing. They've gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. A fadeaway. And Boston with the rebound.
Sige, pasok natin si
Vucevic has got
Newsam.
rebound number 5 here tonight. Tatum finds Brown.
Uy, thank you, Justin.
Here's Hauser. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Nakalaban mo na Spurs. Oh, pre, tambak ako sa Spurs.
Pass to Perez.
Ay, wala men, wala si Scotty.
Brown outside. The wide open up here for Vucevic. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his third assist on the night.
Hindi kaya men, hindi kaya masyadong malakas si Wemby.
Here's Perez. Lets it go with a three.
Ako na yung inaalat ah.
Now Hauser. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Driving inside. Banked in off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots
Eh, napapasok
he
na
is
si
ever
Newsam,
going to
tol.
see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Pasok muna natin si Clarkson.
to making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in.
Name of game NBA
We've got some time
2K26.
to break down the steal leaders at the shooting guard position over the last month. Second, Jaylen Brown.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
2K26, ano,
Well, you
Husrael?
better be aware and alert if you've got the basketball against these guys because they're always looking to make a play.
On defense, Boston after Jaylen Brown's miss. Clarkson right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
A moment now to see the stats for Jason Tatum. Just an incredible month of basketball.
Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Averaging about 27 points per, 7 rebounds,
Paano
and 5
mag-download?
assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But that's right.
Ano
There's no
bang platform mo,
question.
bro?
He's not their only
PC ka
offensive
ba?
weapon, but he
PS5?
is a key cog in what they're trying to do. If a
Saka
guy's
naglalaro,
rolling
PC,
like this,
PS5?
you continue to feed the hot hand. At minimum, he has to get a touch on the next trip. Yeah, he just needs more
Yun lang.
shots.
Sa,
He has to get
hindi
more
pwede sa
involved.
phone eh. Pwede PS4, hindi rin bro.
Clarkson
Kailangan
outside.
PS5 siya, brother.
Jacks up a three. Clarkson's got 14 points.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Brown outside. Tries from the block. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
It's stolen by
Bad pass,
Brown.
bad pass.
And Tatum with a clear path to the hoop. And he gets it to go.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor.
Name
It's
ng
almost
file,
a
wait lang,
lost
wait lang
art.
mga tala.
Terrific when he's in attack mode in
Focus lang
transition,
tayo.
putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Now, here's Clarkson. 14 points for him. Lock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Jump shot is good that time. He's got 15.
It's certainly been a good night for him, and it is showing on the scoreboard.
Left side, Tatum. And no good that time.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Let's check in
natin si
now with our
Newsome.
Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
32 seconds left to play in the third. Tries it from the top of the key, and Vucevic
Hall of
pulls
Fame,
it
hindi
down.
brother, all-star lang.
Vucevic has got 6 rebounds in the game. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Pass to Clarkson over White. Shots good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got 16 points.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout.
Si Newsome lang talaga wala pang score, no?
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in
Eto
quarter number
brother sa
4.
nagtatanong kung anong username o name ng file. PS5 lang to mga lodi
As well as you're going to see, 67%. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Peyton Pritchard. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot.
Ay, gagi.
The rebound by Tatum.
Mali. Dapat
And
step
so
back
it's
eh.
Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Tatum passes to Pritchard. You know, Tim, some people love the star power of dynasties, but do you think the league's push for parity is helping the game overall.
Overall, I do believe competitive balance is good
Ubus
for
oras
the
tayo.
league. I think there are more fan bases that stay more engaged longer into the year, and that's just good for everybody.
I totally agree. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies
Iwan
any
si
thought
RJ.
of a comeback.
And that one drops for him.
A point-blank range, that is too easy.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Pass to Clarkson. Six to shoot. Fade away. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Lets the 3 fly. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And a better
Lakas
box
ni
out
Kai, no?
saves them 2 points there.
Nothing
Okay.
will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack
10
of
points, 8
focus,
rebounds,
lack of
1
effort.
assist. Kay Soto.
Here's Pritchard. Over to the left wing. Garza. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Clarkson for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Clarkson's got 19 points.
The man is a microwave. This team loves Clarkson's take-charge attitude when it comes to scoring.
Outside
Yun
Tatum.
lang, bawi.
Trying to answer
Buti
back,
maalat
but
si
that one is off
Tatum.
the mark. Gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Puts up a 3. This time in 10 tries.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And GA, just when you think you've seen it all, last season a father and son playing as teammates, NBA history continues to be made with the Jameses.
22 points si
LeBron
RJ.
and Bronny James taking the court together. And if
EPC.
other players can emulate the longevity of LeBron, perhaps it won't be the last time we see it happen.
Pass to Cada. Here's Shireman. Pritchard from outside. And that one is off.
all the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then tee up.
Shot from the wing, and it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Cada. Here's Pritchard. They need this one. Boston again missing.
Well, it's not only been a rough quarter for him, but he's actually had a negative impact on his team's overall performance.
Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Here's Tatum. Back to Pritchard. To the middle. And he slams it one-handed.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo! One of his favorite moves right there, guys. To the wing right side. Fires for three.
Yun, nakatira
Hits it
din si
from
Newsom.
downtown.
It's
First
been
3
this
points
way
ni Newsom.
since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And the three off target. The Celtics shooting about 42% so far. To the paint. And Keita gets it to go.
And even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Clarkson right side. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
And having become such a dangerous scorer, Clarkson draws a lot of attention and his fair share of fouls.
Grabe, no? 34?
And
Tama ba?
both free
34
throws good
lang.
for Clarkson. And 1:01 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Here's the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Tambak eh.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick, and they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Misses off the left eye. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Drills the three-pointer.
Pumasok pa yung tres ni Newsom.
The players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce.
Last game, mga tol,
This is
last
Kevin
game.
Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports.
Lakers, no? Labanan natin Lakers. Ano ba standing? Fourth seed, no? Sige, Lakers.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. And as the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Boston, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, seeing where this home team is right now, they're putting together an impressive win streak, finding their groove down the stretch. I mean, they're putting it all together.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. LeBron James out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Smart in at small forward. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, BA, that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing.
saglit yung mga play natin.
Against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Now here's Doncic. Shoots. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Here's Ramos. Doncic
Grabe yung
grabs the miss.
binitin. Late ka na nag-start, bro. Third
Now
game mo na
here's
to.
James. Not a lot of room. He can't get that one to fall. Brownlee, defended by Smart. Brownlee. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
And it was an
Ganda yung
awful game
laban,
defensively.
ganda yung mga
They
laban
lost
kanina,
the individual
Warriors.
matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll
Boston.
tell you this, if you're going to
Sa
allow
third
your
game.
opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were
Kung
not.
26 yan, yes, 10 QT.
He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. James outside.
Panalo sa Warriors, talo
The
bro.
Lakers with another
Pero
miss.
dikit.
Boy, misfiring
Tatlo lang
on
lamang.
those 4 shots. You've got to settle in here.
Tatabla sana kaso sumablay ako sa last 3.
Pass to Ramos from behind the arc. From beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. Before long, we were talking about LeBron James, and he said, he's a focus for us tonight. Absolutely. Coach shared, saying in clutch situations, we're ready to double James and be assertive. But I'm sure he knows that. LeBron, as always, on the minds of the opposition. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. He bangs from range. Ramos has got 6 points.
Dinali ni Curry. Oh, pre, unstoppable si Curry.
And this is partly what the game has
Siya lang yung
become,
naging
right? A
problema ko
matter
eh.
of dueling
Kasi okay naman yung
three-point
shooting ko against
opportunities.
Golden State.
Now, here is
Hindi ko
James.
lang talaga mapigilan si Curry.
His last outing, 16 points for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Ramos. Brownlee. That three's off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic, Brad.
Yeah, BA, he completely dictates the
Ang grabe,
pace.
may
From
iconic
the
bang,
opening
yes.
tip till the
Para
final
masaya
buzzer,
maglaro.
he can control the game.
Out left to the wing. Brownlee. Down from distance.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
James outside. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
Kanina men, against Boston, mataas scoring ni BPC.
The shot. Boom! He jams it straight down.
24 points ata sa
putting their
BPC.
stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the
Fairness, may
offensive end.
malaki ang
If
bag
the
niya kanina.
defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Doncic. He's coming off a 25-point game against Chicago.
Debut
And
Tarpine.
another key for them
Tarpine
was
na,
his
Tarpine.
rebound. Just a great effort.
This
Salamat
is
sa
a
follow.
scorer you'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Brownlee. Bangs the triple. He's got 6.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams making some changes here.
Para naka-rookie dito.
All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Luka
All-star
Doncic.
naman tayo,
I
bro.
get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past
May
few
mga
months.
time lang talaga
He
na
needs to get back some of that intensity
nakukuha ko
on
yung timing ng
defense.
shooting ko. Tapos meron naman mga time na laging kinakapos ako ng pindot. Parang totoong buhay lang din, di ba? Sa totoong buhay naman, hindi naman laging paldo yung shooting natin eh.
Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a
May
game.
mga time talaga na naglalaro tayo. Yung pulso iba eh.
Only so much time to turn it around.
Here's Perez. It's a 13-point game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Rebound, the Lakers. Last time they met in Los Angeles.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers
Naka
really were a
mismatch si Bron
problem.
tsaka si
They were forced
Perez.
into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more
Wala,
composed
gusto ko buli
tonight.
pa si Bron.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
James passes to Hachimura, and it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Hachimura can make play after play above the rim. This guy's got a natural, gifted, athletic frame.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
A minute 53 left in the first quarter. Drops in the 3.
Lahat
They've
tumitira
been
ng tres eh,
very
no?
effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
James, that's good.
Yeah, hopefully that settles them down after starting the game 0 for 6.
Gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Fires for 3. It's back!
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Kennard on the wing. The shot's good on the
Binawian
assist
si
by
Gomez.
James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Brownlee, Hachimura covering. Brownlee. James with the rebound. Lakers trail by 12. Pass to Doncic. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And they've come out with a
Back-to-back 3 ang
fearless
Lakers.
approach on the boards.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brownlee. And they lead back. Getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
And their offense looking like
9
a
points
well-oiled
agad para kay
machine.
JB.
Doncic outside. Lets it go from deep. Sinks the tray. Doncic has got 9 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Tayo na buzzer beater.
So much room to operate on the offensive end.
Counted ba yun?
And indeed, they're going to look at it again.
Counted
They need to be
yun.
certain.
The previous play is under review.
Obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy
Counted.
decision for the officials.
Hindi yan naka-rookie, brother. Naka-all-star naman ako.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want. But
Wag
at
lang
the
Hall
end
of
of the
Fame, di ko
day,
talaga
you want
kaya
it to
Hall
be
of Fame.
11.
And a double-digit lead on the
Tambak
scoreboard
tayo
as
pag
we
Hall
end
of
the first
Fame.
quarter of play.
Dito
They
na
lead by
all-star
12.
lang kaya
And
natin.
we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Yun lang.
And for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luke Kennard.
After this
Then it's
possession,
Austin
sub na
Reeves,
tayo.
and it's Laravia in at the 3. To the wing, right side. Brownlee. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He
Pag
just
nasa mood
rises up
talaga,
and
men. Pag
throws
nasa
it down
mood.
hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. As you know, acquiring a big man was a priority for the Lakers in the offseason.
Yun lang.
And that became a glaring need as we saw in their first round
Buti
exit against
sablay, ano?
Minnesota. But enter DeAndre Ayton, a definite upgrade, BA. And we know Luka is at his best alongside a rim-running center.
And the
And
officials
one.
whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, when we talk about what it takes to win a championship, star power is often the first thing mentioned, Boris.
Well, BA, we know that talent is what wins basketball games at any level. There's no question. You need one star, and more often than that, at least another. But really, overall roster construction is
Pasok na natin si
All right,
BPC.
let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship. I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Back to you guys.
Eyes on the prize. Okay, Allie, good stuff. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Kennard finds Hachimura. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Kennard outside. Clock at 4. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Shot is good by Reeves.
And when you watch Reeves, he believes every
Contested
shot
yun,
is
pero
going
nashoot pa rin ni
in.
Reeves.
Plays with major confidence.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Oh, nice D from Kennard.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
Hachimura with room to shoot. Again, Los Angeles.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
To the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Pass to Hayes. Now Kennard. There's the 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rising fire.
And here's Clarkson. Fires from deep.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
First 3 points to Clarkson.
Shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Kennard.
Wala.
And
Contested.
he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Beyond the arc. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And taking a look at this first half,
Back to
they've just
20.
shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important. Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Now Clarkson doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
This guy is more than capable of making that play. Jordan Clarkson confident around the cup.
Lakers trail by 19. And here's Reeves. His last outing, we saw him score 22.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
From outside the arc.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Kennard outside. On target from range. Kennard's got 9.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period. 2 here in the second.
To the paint. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Medyo maluwag din kasi depensa ng Lakers, kaya madali mag-dress.
And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. On the wing, Hachimura.
Kasi may mga team na grabe magbantay talaga, hindi gumagana yung mga screen.
Just 5 to shoot. And the layup is good off the glass. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively, and their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Clarkson outside. 1:51 left to play in the half. The 3 is up.
Orlando men,
Gets the 3 to fall.
Ano nga yung team ni Shai?
The defense really fell apart there.
Gilas Alexander.
And so now a timeout called by JJ Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan.
Yan, Orlando. Yan, OKC. OKC, Spurs. Hirap din ako sa Spurs. Tambak ako sa Spurs. Ito kasing Lakers, medyo mababa yung rating ng Lakers.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. James comes in for Hachimura. Smart's checked in for Laravia. And Doncic has subbed in for Kennard. Here's Smart. And the layup falls. Smart has got his first points of the night.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And he lobs it up to the rim. 56 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Clarkson outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Smart. Inside. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
That is why the ticket price
Sobrang
is what it
higpit
is
ng
when LeBron
ng
is in
depensa
town.
ng OKC.
Amazing dunk to finish the play.
You mean yung Lakers, pre? Ang lamihan ng depensa yun, no?
27 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Parang tamad na tamad bumantay.
From deep three-point land.
Grabe yung deep three.
He's got 9.
Man, they're having a hard
9
time
points si RJ.
That's 3 in a row.
And here's Doncic outside. Can't hit there. Now 3 for 9.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
And it's in there. Clarkson's got 7.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Offline with a 3. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
These guys have made a great case all season long, Shaq, and now they're processing things even faster, making even better decisions. That's impressive.
Yeah, if your front office selected any one of these guys, you can say you won the draft.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an
Ay,
impressive
salamat Vernon sa follow. Sa mga hindi pa naka-follow sa atin guys, sa 50 viewers natin. Follow naman kayo, maraming salamat. Malaking bagay yung support nyo guys, yung follow niyan.
Yeah, that diesel engine gonna show you real
Follow
power when
lang,
that
sapat
camera
na.
turns off.
That does it for halftime.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The three fires in the triple.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. DeAndre Ayton is out there with LeBron James, and it's Smart in at the 3.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Clarkson, left side. Shot clock at 6. In tight, he gets the jumper to fall.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Smart passes to James. Here's Ayton. Smart for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Smart has got his second basket of the night.
Well, Marcus Smart has come so far as a three-point shooter. This guy very capable from distance.
Stolen by Ayton. Out on his own on the break.
Bad pass.
And slam dunked by James.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And a two-handed jam.
Well, this is what they want from Jordan Clarkson. He's in the flow offensively, and so they continue to make sure he's touching the ball.
Basket's good.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Clock at 6. Clarkson, right side. Over Reeves. And it's Clarkson missing.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport. And he just punches home the one-hand finish.
Hey, 2 points the easy way. And so Smart will bring it up for Los Angeles. On the wing, Reeves. There's the triple. Can't hit that one.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. He's got 12.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Lakers.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And here's Doncic outside. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Here's the problem, folks. Luka Doncic is locked in offensively, and he's got a rhythm. You better look out.
Back to Clarkson. 5 to shoot. To the middle. The layup misses. Lakers trail by 21. Here's James. Second shot opportunity. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
That's good from Ayton. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Smart, and it's Kennard in for Reeves. No good on the second free throw.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
And it's Clarkson missing. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Down low. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by
Mahabol ang Lakers.
Well, if you're going to guard Luka Doncic, you know you're going to get a steady diet of pick and roll, and he can still carve you up.
The three. Makes the three-pointer. 15 points in the game.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
21.
Ayton passes to James. Here's Doncic. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. Gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks. What Luka Doncic does with the ball in his hands is never predetermined. He said, quote, "I just see what the defense gives me. It's never the same decision. It's a lot of factors. You've got to look at who's guarding you, if the shot's
Nice
going in or
contest.
not. There's a lot to think about and then decide. Back to you."
He keeps them guessing.
Boom, sa
Allie,
pool
thank
si
you.
James.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And it's Hachimura missing.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Over to the left wing. He's covered by Ayton. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Counted.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so now a timeout called by
Tambak
J.J.
ng
Redick.
23
A moment
sa
to
Lakers,
rest and
mga tol.
confer on the game
Namang
plan.
gilas ng 23. Hello sa 46 viewers natin. Sa mga hindi pa nakafollow mga Lodi, follow na kayo if fan kayo ng Gilas, Barangay Ginebra sa PBA, WWE, UFC, Undisputed Boxing, tsaka God of War. Yan yung mga nilalive natin mga tol. Almost everyday tayo nag-live. 11 midnight, usually every day.
New group getting ready for the Lakers. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. LaRavia comes in for James. Austin Reeves is checked in for
Favorite
Kennard.
pumasok si
And it's
Newsome.
Smith in for Luka
Pinasok ko ba si
Doncic.
Newsome?
56 seconds left in the third. A nice shot by Smith.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the
24.
first half.
Alin mo ng
They
24?
need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Pass to Perez. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance. Perez has got 9.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Now here's LaRavia. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Hachimura covering. Just 5 to shoot. Ooh, stolen by
Pinasa
Smith.
sa kalaban.
From the arc. No good. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead.
Nice,
This
lamang
one
ng
may have already been
21,
decided.
fourth quarter.
Delivering the blowout. And we're coming right. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Kennard, and he banks in the layup.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
And for the Lakers, they've got Jackson Hayes. Rui Hachimura is out there with Jake LaRavia. Then it's Luke Kennard, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. LaRavia outside, back to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Rebounded by Perez. Shooting has been ridiculous. 75% in this game. From deep. Lakers trail by 19. LaRavia passes to Hachimura. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, the finishing ability of Rui Hachimura on display. This guy has a knack for getting around defenders and into his groove.
4-3, drains the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Lets it go from 11. The shot by Reeves, no good. Gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And founded back in 2020, the National Basketball Social Justice Coalition still pushing for voting rights and eliminating bias in the justice system. A lot yet to be done, Grant.
Yes, indeed, BA. And give them a follow. Much important work. And it takes all of us to really create the change we all hope to see.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LaRavia.
Yun yung mga tol, kuha na to ng Gilas 20. Kung may chance pong humabol ang Lakers.
Trail by 20. Pass to Connect. Back to Doncic. Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by Perez. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Jacks up a 3. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense. They just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And the shot's good.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in the second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Here's Perez. Puts up a deep 3. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Oh, got a piece of it. Hachimura outside. 3-pointer off the mark.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Six to shoot. Lets it fly. Can't nail the jumper.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Doncic outside. From outside, off the mark. Gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. And there's the screen to the paint. And he dunks it.
Nice.
To set him up.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And the basket is good.
Very rarely do you see Doncic out of rhythm with his jump shots, even off the dribble. His accuracy is too good.
Fires from deep. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Connect. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Connect's got his first 2 points.
The Connect is a crafty finisher. He's got great touch around the hoop.
Here's Perez. He's covered by Connect. Drills it from deep.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Lakers trail by 19. Doncic passes to Hayes. And here's Connect. Back to Hayes.
Yun lang,
Pass to
libre.
Connect. Here's the three. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got 4 rebounds now. Over to the wing. Launches it. Sinks out. Shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth.
Ben
And it's
Dinos.
working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game
Mukhang
to
makakatulog tayo
perfection.
ng matibay sa
Swinging
ngayon.
the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And with this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
Welcome back, Clyde.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Well, he's getting in a groove at the perfect time, just as they're getting ready to do battle in the postseason. There's a screen. The three. Smart grabs the miss. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. James. That's good. And it's Smart with the assist. And that's now 11 points for LeBron James.
Oh, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Here's Ayton. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
High-value assist there. Finding him
Kaya
inside for the
malaki yung
finish.
habol niya.
Here's Perez. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Ayton. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's an 18-point game.
Uy,
Oh, oh, the stuff.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T connected cam? Now Reeves. And he slams it down.
Now, Luka, just a preternatural gift for finding the open man. What a pass.
Last 1 minute.
Shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. From downtown, James rips down the board. So it's Los Angeles now. They trail by 14. Here's Doncic. It's good! What a J!
Marcus Smart dishing it well in that instance. We know he is a special defensive player, but how about that pass?
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, no good again that time. Doncic fires. Knocks down the trifecta. Let's loose for 3.
Ayaw na
James rips
pumasok
down
ng
the
tres.
board. Money from 3. So the home crowd happy here as they
Okay,
get the
thank you so
victory.
much yung mga
Boy,
tol
a
sa
hard-fought game.
panonood.
They did a great job of holding on to
Sa
the
mga
lead at the
gustong
end.
sumubaybay sa Gilas hanggang playoff and championship, if ever pumasok ang Gilas, follow na lang kayo mga lobby. Ilalive natin yan. Malapit na tayo matapos sa playoffs.
Ali LaForce and
Ay sa
Grant Hill
regular
and
season
our
rin.
entire crew.
Dalawang laban na lang mga tol, ano na, playoffs na. So, yun lang. Maraming salamat sa mga nanood. Good night mga tol. See you again mamaya. See you again later.